Hi guys, welcome back. My name's Chess. This is the Scapegoat Club, and today I wanted to talk about what you lose when you leave a narcissistic relationship. In a previous video, I talked about leaving a relationship and how natural it is to look back on what you think you're going to be leaving behind and to focus more on what's behind you rather than what may be in front. And that got me thinking about what you really lose when you leave one of these toxic relationships. So if you're new here, you'll know that I have a very narcissistic family, and I made the very difficult decision of having no contact with them about it's probably getting on for 5-6 months ago now. But I do find myself questioning those decisions and wondering if there was a different choice or if there would be another way to handle it. And again, it's that kind of backward-looking viewpoint, I suppose. And so I got thinking about, what have I really, truly lost by leaving this relationship? And there is definitely one thing I have lost, and that is the contact with members of my family who aren't narcissistic. We're living with my very narcissistic sister, and she basically was controlling their environment, wasn't allowing my letters and things like that to get through. And so because of that, I'm not able to contact those people, and it's sad, and it is a loss for me, and especially because I know that my niece is she has a toxic parent, and I know what that's like. And whilst I don't want to go in there and on my white horse and save her, or I'd love to, but I can't, I would love still to be a positive, healthy family member available for her. But that's not going to happen right now, so that is something that I have to accept. It might change in the future, but for now that is definitely a loss that I have as a direct result of leaving this relationship. But when I think about what other things I've lost, actually there's not as much as I thought there was. It's interesting because I thought, well, I could have lost inheritance from losing the relationship with my parents, which, like it or lump it, it's a fact of life. But I don't know if I have been disinherited or if that has affected that, and that's out of my control. I don't know about that, and it's a good habit to get into, is to not project these disastrous scenarios in the future on the now, because things could change and I don't know. But the big thing that I have lost, I've lost the hope that I could have some kind of healthy relationship with my parents. And I think that's just, if I pause for a minute and think about that, that's a really interesting thing. Because for so many years now, I've been trying to evolve my relationship with my family. I've been questioning, why do they treat me like I'm this spoiled, annoying teenager and bring everything back on me? I just want to move on and have an adult and mature relationship with them, and it's not happening. And I realize now it's not because of me, it's because of them and their dynamic. But even when I found out what the dynamic was, and the fact that they aren't really able to have a healthy relationship, I still had that hope that, well, now I know what the problem is, maybe I can compensate for it, maybe I can change what I do, maybe if I say this to them, then they will suddenly see me for who I am. Maybe if I do this act or this deed, or I go and visit them on their terms and I don't do the things that annoyed them the last time, then we will have this great relationship. And we didn't. And the effort that it took out of me to try and make that happen, and the continual disappointment is, it's just so hard, and I hadn't even realized it. So I think those are the thing. That's the thing that I've lost. Is I've lost that hope that I can have a mature relationship with them. And that is sad. That is actually a sad thing to lose, and there is a grieving process realizing that I'm never going to have a loving, supportive family. But it's also freeing because that hope was futile, you know? Who knows? Maybe they will go through some life event or they will somehow take it upon themselves to change. But that's fine. And that's on them, and that's something that I can't work with. And it's none of my business now. Right now, I just need to work on me. So really, those are the only things that I've lost by leaving this relationship. And what have I gained? I've gained time. The time that I don't spend ruminating over them, the time that I don't spend trying to understand what I can do, the time that I don't spend recovering from their horrible, harsh words and their criticism and their judgment, the time that I don't spend trying to unravel things that don't make sense because they've lied about them or they've misled or misrepresented the situation. I have self-confidence. Now I know that I can deal with things that they told me that I couldn't, or implied that I couldn't, or they just took that power away from me by trying to control everything. I've gained the ability to learn to trust people, and it's given a lot of depth in my new depth to my marriage and my other friends. I've gained the opportunity to take control of my life and follow my dreams. I've gained the insight into what was happening, and I've grown up. I now have control over my life with all the good things and all the responsibilities that come with that. And yeah, it's not always easy, but at least I have agency over who I am and my decisions. And that, my friends, I think is priceless. Those are my thoughts for the day. Coming to you from this beautiful, sunny, cold, oh no, my breath, you can't see it anymore. Oh yeah, that's a little. But just a beautiful, beautiful day in this magical, peaceful place. I really hope that wherever you are, this helped. If you are not having a peaceful day, if you are in the middle of crazy, I hope you can take a breath with me and take a moment and focus on a better, brighter, more peaceful future. Take care. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, if you like the video, I would love a thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe and join the club. And I really, really would love more than anything you to share me a comment, say what you think, tell me what's going on. If you feel safe to share any of your stories and experience, then I'd love to hear and support you if I can. So take care, and I will see you next time. Bye, my friends.